Da 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 na 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 na. Grilling with good dogs. Okay. Grilling with good dogs. Here they come to grill you. Grilling with good dogs. All right, guys. So right now we're gonna start. Like I said, we still got the seafood feast going. One thing I want to do is some good classic Irish soda bread or Irish brown bread. Why am I doing that? Because I'm also going to be smoking some salmon at some point in time. First thing we're going to do is get this Irish soda bread ready. We are going to do it on the Pit Boss before we had done it in the oven. This time I'm using molasses, so we'll see how it turns out. Going with good dogs. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to do some stuff non-cooking related. So here's what we have. We got buttermilk, baking soda, molasses, some quick oats, all-purpose flour. Oh, shoot, I need to grab the whole wheat flour. All that's going to go in this bowl. Now, one thing that you don't want to do with this, I guess, batter or whatever you want to call it, that you do with a lot of other ones, is beat the snot out of it. Okay, it's just a few mixes until everything gets mixed together, and then you leave it alone. Anything else, and it's not going to rise that much. It doesn't rise too much to begin with, but it's definitely not going to rise if you beat the snot out of it. Grilling with the good dogs. Guys, Chef Kleinbear and Chef Baby Guy wanted to let y'all know an important thing when you're adding in flour or anything. This is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Is you don't want to pack it in there, okay? Once you pack it in there, again, it's like the beating the snot out of it. It's not going to allow it to rise. So we got 2 cups of all-purpose. We're going to put 2 cups of the whole wheat in there. Then we are going to put half cup, maybe a little bit more of the oats. And then we're going to put the baking soda in there, and that's going to be like 1 teaspoon. I like to mix up all the dry ingredients, and then I'm going to make kind of like a bowl within the bowl for the wet ingredients. And I'll show you all that here in a minute. The good dogs are making sure this goes off right. Grilling with the good dogs. Do I have a logo somewhere? Here we go. Grilling with the good dogs, y'all. Good dogs on the couch again. All right. Got the bowl here. It's hard to tell. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's a bowl inside the bowl. So we're gonna do now. So you got 1 3/4 cup of buttermilk, and then we're gonna put 2 teaspoons, which is actually 30 millimeters of molasses in there. And this is gonna become sticky. It's gonna become nasty, and you're just gonna want to plop it right onto here as soon as everything's good to go. So I'm going to go heat up the grill before I get this started. We're going to put it at about 400 degrees on the Pit Boss. You can do it in an oven just fine, but 400 degrees is where you're going to be at. It's going to be about 20 to 30 minutes in there. Sorry, y'all. It's hectic day. Got 100 things going on. All right. So we got the 1 3/4 cup of buttermilk set aside. It's going to go into here. I'm going to put 1 in. Start just kind of folding it over, and put the next one in, just kind of folding it over, and then probably add some molasses somewhere in between there. Now, look at this molasses. That's some thick stuff, so, you don't want to make a mess out of it. All right, I'll show y'all what the finished product looks like when I throw it on that pan right there. Grilling with a good dog. All right, guys, that was a little harder than normal. Like I said, usually I use just regular syrup. It's time to use molasses. You want to use molasses? There you go. As you can see, it's about 2 inches tall. We got that cut down the center. Now that's going to promote off-gassing. That's going to allow it to rise. Now, one thing I want y'all to know, this is not going to be your Sara Lee Wonder Bread type of thing. This is going to be a pretty thick, hard crust with a real hearty inside, but it goes great with just about everything. You can toast it on its own, put a little bit of butter on there. My personal favorite, a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of arugula, and some smoked salmon. Makes for one of the best meals you could ever have. I'm going to go throw this in the grill. Like I said, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We're going to see. Just I got to keep checking on it. Grilling with the good dogs. There she goes. We got her in there. It should not, probably shouldn't rise and hit that. I'll come and check in a little bit. If I need to remove that grill, I will. Grilling with the good dogs. See y'all in a little bit. Chef Baby Guy is sunbathing. All right, guys, it's been just about 20 minutes. looking pretty good. You can still see inside there it's a little damp, so we're gonna give it a little bit more time. But looking good. It's raising. I already took that other grill out at about 10 minutes in. Yeah, so we'll give it another 5 minutes, see what happens. Grilling with the good dogs. All right, guys, so it's done. Sorry it took so long. Had a bunch of other stuff going on. Now, the way you know that Irish soda bread is done is when you turn it on its side and you hit it like that, nice and hollow. That sounds good. Now, someone asked if you ever do an egg wash or a butter wash for this. Usually that's for a sheen or a color you want to go with on the bread. This is going to cook well enough. Now, I've never done it on the pit boss. This is a different color than I've ever seen, but you're always going to get a good crust on this Irish brown bread. You don't need to do the butter or the egg roll. So, guys, I cut into it. It's nice and dense, but it's still just good, thick bread, and I cannot wait to get that salmon done and put it on here. This is good stuff. You put butter on here, anything you want. Egg on this is great. Just like Ireland, dogs. It's fantastic. So again, this has been Grilling with the Good Dogs. Still got more to come. Still got that new salmon recipe that we've been wanting to try. I'm going to need to get more pellets because I just about ran out finishing up this thing. But just perfect soda bread. Got to get the Red Dragon in here. She's going to love it. Grilling with the Good Dogs. See you soon.